Hey guys, my name is StarFox. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today we'll be looking at a tutorial on how to build villager powered farms. And these farms will include wheat, potatoes, some bone meal will be a byproduct, and carrots and beetroot. The bone meal will come from seeds, from beetroot seeds and wheat seeds. And we're just gonna go and take a look inside these here. This is the wheat farm here. And these farms have to be individual farms. So you can't mix them all together because the villagers will all. I try to put 3 farms into one in my survival world, and the villagers ended up planting everything in wheat. I had carrots and potatoes in a farm, and they put in they ended up planting wheat everywhere instead once they got their hands on some wheat seeds. So the villagers will have to have empty inventories, or at least inventories empty of anything except whatever they're farming. So if they're farming wheat, they should only have wheat seeds and wheat in their inventory. Same with potatoes, they should only have potatoes in their inventory. And those were the 4 farms we're looking at. And I'll show you how to build them here in just a second, but first let's take a look here underground. Oh, it's a bit dark here. Just a second, and I'll turn on some night vision real quick since you probably can't see too much here. All right, got some night vision turned on, and so as you can see here, it's just a bunch of hoppers underneath. You can use rails and hopper minecarts if you want, and then we got some droppers, putting them in and putting all the items into a water stream, which takes it all over to that storage system that we had earlier. Here, over to this storage system, up this bubble column here, and into some hoppers. And there's some item sorters here, and there's a composter here in the middle with some hoppers going into and out of it for the seeds. I'd just like to make a note here that until the farmer's inventory gets filled up with whatever they're farming, with wheat or carrots or whatever, not too much is going to go into the storage system. But once their inventory is full, then this farm is really going to start producing quite a bit more. I'd also like to note that the villagers will only be harvesting the crops during the working hours of the day. So if you want to have this farm if you want to make this farm even more efficient, then I'd suggest sleeping at night. If you're going AFK, then maybe just set up an auto clicker by your bed so that you can sleep every time night hits, and that'll make it a bit more efficient if you're going AFK. Here on the potato farm, we also got a small item filter which filters out poisonous potatoes because you can't bone meal them, and just filtering them out here and dispensing them down into some lava. Alright, let's look at this plot of land here which I'll use to show you how to build a farm. And here I just got some dispenser hooked up to a dispenser clock which will pulse out the items up into the storage system, and it's all pretty simple stuff. You can build a storage system however you want. I just built this beforehand because it's an optional part of the farm. You can just have the hoppers leading in straight into chests if you want. Doesn't really matter. And so let's just build up this farm here to show you how it's built, and it's really very simple. Just some hoppers here. You can use some rails with some hopper minecarts if you want to save on iron, if you don't have an iron farm. And then I'll just show you how to build a small plot of this land here. Alright, now that we got all the hoppers in, we can place this water bucket here in the middle, and that's to hydrate all the farmland that we're going to place. This water bucket will be able to hydrate a 9x9 area, and I just threw that water ball into the hoppers, which I'll be able to retrieve later on. So let's just fill in all this farmland here real quick, and as you can see, it's starting to hydrate already. And now let's just plant the carrots. Next, I'll just place a slab here so that it's waterlogged, and a composter on top of it, and then we'll grab a sea lantern and place it on top of this composter so that the farmer doesn't jump up and down on top of the composter and trample the crops around it. Now we'll just grab a villager here, and then we're gonna place him down right there, and there we go. This farm is pretty much completed. It's going to take a while before it starts producing any carrots, because the carrots have to grow first and the farmer has to fill up his inventory, and only then will he start producing any carrots really. And a plot this size isn't really gonna produce that many carrots. I would suggest building a lot bigger, and if you are short on hoppers, using rails with the hopper mine carts instead. Oh, and I'd also suggest lighting this up nicely so that the crops will grow even at night. They need to be at a certain light level in order to grow crops, so if you want this to grow at night as well, if you want the crops to grow at night as well, then you should probably light this up real well. And now if we go over here to the storage system, you can see these farms are already producing a little bit. And the carrots for some reason are producing more than the rest, but yeah, the beetroots aren't too bad either. The potatoes, their farms are a little bit smaller than the other two. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.